What's up guys, this is your coach Marwan for Marwan Killer Fitness. On today's video we're going to talk about 8 foods that are making you fat. So before we go on to the video, I want to teach you guys how to increase your testosterone levels naturally. After watching this video, if you go to the link in the description box next to where it says download your free report, click on that link, it'll take you to a download page where I need your name and email address, and then I'll send you your free report. You all know about the benefits of testosterone, and as a bonus as well, I'm going to teach you how to increase your growth hormone levels as well when you download this free report. Alright, so when we talk about healthy foods, a lot of the food companies have become really clever now. So the marketing campaigns are kind of aimed at making you believe that a lot of foods are healthy when in fact they're not. Sure, they might contain 1 or 2 ingredients that are healthy, or they might say that a certain food you might think it's healthy and portrayed as healthy, but when you look at the ingredients list, it's probably can fit a whole sheet of A4 onto the ingredient list. And as you know from previous videos, anything with a lot of ingredients isn't natural at all. It's been processed. Alright, so one other thing that you need to know, no matter how good your training program is, no matter how hard you train, you'll never ever achieve the body of your dreams without proper nutrition. Okay, if your diet is real crappy, you're not going to get anything at all. You're not going to get where you want to be. Proper food choice, good nutrition, and a good training program, okay, will get you the results, will get you ripped. So, what are the 8 foods that are making you fat? Well, number 1 is guacamole. Alright, so you might think that, okay, how come guacamole is unhealthy? Well, guacamole is not unhealthy as such, but because it's a fat, and yes, healthy fats are good for you, but every gram of fat is 9 calories. So each 1 gram fat equals 9 calories. Okay. Now you're not going to be eating 1 or 2 spoons, are you? You're going to be eating the whole, probably the whole pack. And if we look at the back of the pack, then the average is probably around about 500 to 600 calories. Okay, and because it's very tasty as well, you're going to be wanting to eat more and more of it. So we can easily take you over your the maintenance calories for the day. All right, number 2 is yogurt. Yogurt in itself is healthy, only the natural yogurt, okay? Avoid the ones that are sweetened or are low in fat. A lot of these will contain hydrogenated oils that have a high fructose corn syrup, and also have more sugars and more chemicals. So yogurt, avoid. Avoid sweetened versions. If you really want to eat yogurt, then just stick to the normal yogurt and add some nuts or some oats on top. Alright, number 3, granola bars. So granola bars probably sound healthy, but they're anything but healthy. They're probably the worst breakfast actually that you can have, because they're very calorie dense in these small packs. So the average pack is probably around about 500 calories per 100 gram bar, which is a hell of a lot. Okay, so like I said to you, you're not going to be eating just 1 or 2. You're going to be eating just 1. You're going to be eating more than 1 probably. What it does as well, it's loaded with a high amount of sugar, so it's going to spike your sugar, okay, and then it's going to come down, which is going to make you feeling tired and make you hungry. And what happens when you feel tired and your blood sugar is low, then you're going to start wanting to eat, okay, so that's why it's best to avoid these kind of bars. It's got loads of raisins, it's got coconut, it's got nuts and oils. All right, so probably the best thing to do is if you really want to have a granola, then you just get some oats and then sprinkle some of the granola on top, okay? But make sure there's not too many. That'll add a bit of extra flavor to your meal. All right, number 4 is baked beans. If you're from the UK, then your baked beans is one of the favourite favourite breakfast options with the English breakfast. Now, what can possibly go wrong with baked beans? All right, so I know some Americans use it as well, but it's kind of, I don't know if the Americans took it from the UK or the UK kind of copied it from the Americans. Anyway, so what can go wrong with the baked beans? Well, a lot of them are loaded with sugars. So it's got all the makings of a good meal. It's got lots of protein, it's got fiber, it's got fiber, but it's got too many sugars. So an average cup can contain 22 grams of sugar. That's 4, 8, 4, 16, 20. So that's 5.5 teaspoons of sugar. So 1 cup can contain 22 grams, 5 teaspoons. Okay. So if you're going to go for baked beans, go for the ones that are low in sugar. So go for low. All right, number 5 is one of my favorites, actually favorite foods, is sushi. What can possibly go wrong with sushi? Well, a lot of things. Actually, sushi is one of my favorite foods, but did you know that in each roll, and you can they're roughly between 360 to over 500 calories, all right? A tempura roll is has 508 calories. Okay, so in these 6 pieces that you eat, they have 508 calories. Roughly only 15% of the calories in sushi contain protein. So only 15% of sushi calories have protein, okay? A rainbow roll is 476 calories. Okay, so yes, the fat is great. You get from the from the avocado, from the fish, all right. But the tempura roll is fried with oil. Now, a lot of oils that the restaurants use are not going to be healthy for you, all right. They're going to contain a lot of they're going to be processed, and will probably contain a lot more omega-6 and omega-9s, which is going to make your body inflamed. Not only that, but how many of us really ate only 6 pieces, guys? Come on, hands up. I've been to Canada before, where I've gone to an all-you-can-eat sushi for $20. Okay, now when you go to places like this, you're not going to be having only 1 or 2 rolls. You're going to be having 5, 6, 7 rolls. So if you add these up, you're roughly going about what, nearly 2,000 calories on those alone. For most people, that's their maintenance calories in that one meal alone. What's also going to happen is going to spike because of the amount of rice in the rolls. All right, it's going to spike your blood sugar, and then it's going to go down rapidly. I've done this before, whereby I've had lots of sushi, and then after an hour later, I felt really hungry and I felt really tired, and I needed to eat something. Okay, so that's why the kind of sushi is not the healthiest option as many people make out to be. 6 is fruit juice. Now, I recommend that you eat your calories rather than drink them. Okay, so fruit juice is not the same as having fruit, because they're going to contain high fructose corn syrup, and as you know, high fructose corn syrup is one of the major reasons why there is obesity around. Okay, not only that, but the amount of calories that people eat. Fruit juice, the juice kind of doesn't get metabolized in the liver. Okay, it goes straight into your it doesn't get metabolized in the small intestines and goes straight into your liver, into your glycogen stores. So if you have a lot of these, you can easily rack up the amount of calories because you're not having to digest. So it's not sending the signal to the body that you're actually full. You can drink 3, 4, 5 of these glasses without feeling full at all. What's also wrong with these is that they don't contain any fiber at all. So has no fiber and contains high fructose corn syrup. Okay, so when you've got no fiber, your blood sugar is not going to be it's going to spike your blood sugar. It's not going to release the energy slowly, and therefore when your blood sugar drops too quickly, you're going to feel tired and sleepy and you want to eat afterwards. Basically it's playing a havoc with your hormones. Alright, so number 7 is Demi Meats. Okay, so back in the days, this is something that I used to do. I used to love eating the salamis and the ham that you get from these little packets in the supermarkets. They were great at the time because they were easy protein options. Okay, so what you kind of thought when you're stuck with something, you put them in a sandwich and then you add a bit of cucumber or tomatoes onto it, and it makes a nice filling protein, especially when you're out and about or you're in the car. Little did I know at the time that it has so many additives and so many kind of chemicals in it. All right, so contains chemicals and additives. Chemical additives and fillers as well. Okay, not great for you. If you're going to go for the deli meats, make sure you get the real meat from the counter, okay, not the ones that you get in the packs in the supermarket. Finally, number 8 is low fat. Low fat. Alright, so again we're going to go back to the media, and what the media does is they're very good at kind of putting their point across and making their agenda known. So that before there was agenda that grains are bad for you, therefore you should avoid all kinds of grains, and the low carb option was the best one. And then there was this craze that the kind of fat is not good for you, therefore you should only be eating fats, okay, processed food. But they don't tell you that's processed food. And then there was this thing that protein is really bad for you and is harmful, when in fact nothing has been shown, no studies have been shown that protein is bad. So what's wrong with the reduced or low fat? Well, basically what happens is a lot of these are processed. So they instead of using the fat, they strip the fat off and then add in extra sodium. All right, sodium is a form of salt, and if you have too much sodium, then you risk risk heart disease and other illnesses at the end of it. All right. The way the media try and make it out is that your cholesterol is really bad. Okay, the kind of fat increases your risk of heart disease because of cholesterol. It's complete rubbish, and I don't know if you've seen my other videos before where I've talked about cholesterol. Basically, you've got LDL and HDL. So you've got high density lipoprotein and low density lipoprotein. Okay, one of those is good for you, one of those is not. And if you eat fat, it's not harmful for you, only the bad fats. See, our cells are made from fat. Fat is required for optimal hormone function as well, like testosterone and other hormones as well. Okay, not only that, but it keeps you full for longer alongside the protein. So there's nothing wrong with having the full fat option, okay, with cheese or milk or any of that stuff. If you take out this, let's take the cheese for example. The cheeses from some cheeses are like lower in fat, which is okay, naturally lower in fat, like the cheddar, but others are kind of high in fat, like I forgot the name now, cottage cheese, that's the one. So a lot of the supermarket options, you'll see that they have low fat cottage cheese. Right? You should avoid that bit and just go for the full fat. And as long as you're not going over your maintenance calories, then you'll be all fine. So there we are, guys. Here are the 8 foods that are designed to be healthy, but not anything but. Any questions, leave me a comment below, thumbs up if you found this helpful, and also let me know what videos you want to do next and you want me to do next, and I'll do my best. We'll talk again soon. Bye now.